been a long 4 years.
We all have days forever ingrained in our minds. For Mary Shepard, it's September 29th, 2009, one that changed the course of her life.
I'm still shocked that anybody could do that to another human being.
While she worked as treasurer of First Baptist Church in Anna, Willis Bates entered, savagely beating Shepard and her friend.
It was about 7 days before they finally told my family, my daughter and my granddaughter, that I was going to live.
She says the physical pain was unbearable, but the emotional scars, a different obstacle altogether. So he robbed you of your sense of security?
Yes.
Shepard doesn't know if a gun would have stopped the attack, but feels it would have given her a fighting chance.
In my mind, I think it would have made a difference.
Given the cards she was dealt, she fought back with activism.
I'm hard-headed and stubborn, and I was not going to give in to this person that beat me and, left me for dead.
Shepard was an avid shooter for years before the attack, embracing the hobby even more after the assault. She joined the fight against Illinois and its ban on concealed carry just 6 months later.
I talked about it as much as I could, and I made a video.
Shepard hadn't been cleared to travel yet, so this video was shown to legislators in Springfield, thanks to the help of her friend, Valinda Rowe, with IllinoisCarry.com.
It's people like that that make change. It's people like that that make history. And I'm very proud to know her.
Rowe and Shepard later crisscrossed Illinois, speaking at town hall meetings.
It's our right to bear arms.
Rallying supporters and successfully suing the state. The effort paid off as concealed carry became the law of the land last July.
There's a cost, and we all wish that hadn't happened to her. But we're glad she turned it into something so wonderful.
Shepard is a symbol of hope to Rowe and others passionate about carrying, a woman who didn't let opposition get in the way of what she believed in.
I consider her a hero because a lot of people could have just pulled in. They could have hidden from the world.
After beating the odds, Shepard isn't ready to sit back just yet. There remains a ban on guns in churches, the scene of her attack.
We've still got a lot of work to do in Illinois on it.
And she says the victories won't seem real until she can pack heat in her hometown.
I want it in my hand. I want to see it. I've got my license. We've got this far.
Mary Shepard's been on edge for years, waiting for this when her concealed carry license would arrive.
I trudged up through all this ice, sleet, and snow to get my mail. And the first thing I see when I open the box, it says, Illinois State Police. And I'm, yay!
Excitement, the overpowering emotion for this Union County woman. She's worked tirelessly since being viciously assaulted, sending a video to the General Assembly, speaking publicly, and successfully suing Illinois for the right to carry.
It makes me feel proud that I had such a part of it. It's like I've accomplished something, I think.
She's not sitting back just yet. Shepard says the debate is far from over.
There's a lot of people out there trying to shoot down the good we did. And, then they're trying to make more restrictions and so on, but that's still a battle we have to fight.
Specifically for Shepard, the right to carry at her parish.
It's so eerie because nobody talks about it and no one discusses it.
First Baptist Church of Anna, the scene of the attack. It's almost like a taboo subject at the church.
I think so because, like I say, nobody mentions it. It just never talked about.
A controversial subject since under the law, churches have the right to decide if guns will be allowed on their property. Lawmakers like Brandon Phelps agree with Shepard.
There are too many restrictions, to be honest with you. But like I said, you got to crawl before you can walk, and it was just tough to get it in Illinois, and we finally got it.
There aren't any signs barring parishioners from packing heat in Shepard's church just yet. She hopes to never see them.
I think they would have less of a problem if they permitted concealed carry in the church.
By now, you may have noticed signs like this. You'll definitely find this no guns sticker at schools and a lot of banks. But at Heron Tire and Muffler, you'll see quite the opposite.
We pretty much had an idea once they passed the law we was going to go ahead and allow them.
Shop manager Jerry Brown says he has no problem with customers carrying a concealed gun. He's a gun owner himself and doesn't want to tell people they can't have their weapon.
There are a lot of gun guys out there that are going to be carrying their weapons, and I don't want to, alienate anybody from coming in.
Customers can also buy a gun at the auto shop and get help applying for a FOID card or a concealed carry permit. But not all businesses feel the same. About half a dozen of the local retail chains we stopped by declined to speak on camera, but they did say it's corporate policy to have these stickers up. One of the store's customer service representatives told us the signs are posted to create a comfortable shopping experience. Brown says he wants to look out for his customers and his employees too, but he'd rather be safe than sorry.
If people have their firearms on them, if somebody come in and decided they wanted to rob us, they're going to pull out a gun, and there may be 5 more pointing at that guy.
If you see a gun on a person, it doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad guy.
It's been an adjustment that many people across the state are still getting used to. Last July, Illinois passed the Firearm Concealed Carry Act, allowing people with permits to carry handguns if they are completely or mostly concealed from public view. Larry Morris, firearm trainer, explains what that means in real-world situations like this one.
Well, having a guy with a gun that's exposed, that's wrong for him to do that. But reality of it is, if it's a mistake, like the wind blew his shirt apart or something of that nature, that's not illegal.
Morris says it's up to the person carrying to take extra precautions to avoid those situations.
Really, it's your responsibility, and this gentleman on a motorcycle maybe got a wake-up call to wear something that covers the thing up.
But law enforcement have their own responsibilities to uphold. Brian Murrow with the Williamson County Sheriff's Office says protecting the public is their ultimate goal.
Something that looks like a weapon that's plainly visible, we will check that out. We have to. We won't know until we talk with that person whether or not they're a valid permit holder.
But Murrah also says he hasn't come across many serious problems with concealed carry. Most of the time, it comes down to explaining the rules to someone who carries. Morris admits, even for an experienced gun handler like himself, it can be easy to overlook something that could turn into an issue.
And this happened to me the other day. I made a mistake, and this guy maybe made a mistake.
As for the public, there are still some growing pains expected with the new law. When in doubt, Murrah says it's best to contact the authorities.
If you see something that concerns you, something that alarms you, call us and let us check it out. Just make sure things are all right.
In Williamson County, Michelle Medeiros, News 3.